This is the Dodgers 2080 experience, a new segment called Updates with Baseball Gail. And on the other line in Arizona is Baseball Gail. Gail, welcome to our little segment here.
Thanks for having me, Tim. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, and where are you at right now?
I'm at the Salt River Fields.
And Dodgers are playing the Rockies, right? Or is it the...
That is correct, yes.
Okay, good. Because I know it's either the Rockies or the Diamondbacks, and with WBC, I've been keeping my mind a little kind of all over the place. So the reason we're doing this little segment is, there's gluts of position players, going, hey, what position are they going to play? Are there too many catchers? Are there too many second basemen, third base and outfielders? And so I was scrolling Instagram yesterday, and I noticed something, and it was with a certain player named Michael Busch. And yesterday, Casey Porter and I on the Dodgers Prospects podcast, say that 3 times fast, noticed, or we talked about Michael Busch. And Casey had some things to say, and so I'm going to play that for you right now.
Let me get this off my chest.
You can do it.
Okay, Dodgers either need to play Michael Busch, give him 300 at bats at the major league level, or they need to trade him because he's done everything he can do at the minor league level. He played several years at a top-end Division I university at North Carolina. He was fantastic there. So we are at a point, in my opinion, with Michael Busch, okay, where you either carve out a role for him or you trade him, period. End of discussion. That's where I'm at on him. Am I wrong?
I don't think you are. I've thrown that out there, not just with Michael, but with a lot of these guys, play him or trade him.
And so you can see Casey's we're trying to figure out what the heck do you do with Michael Busch. Has done almost all you can do at the lower levels. And now what do we do? And now, so look at this picture from Gail, and I noticed something different. And so now if you can take a look at the picture up on the screen, tell me if you can guess what we're going to talk about. I'm going to give you a second. You can put it in the chat if you want. But if you notice, he's not at second base because behind there you see some other things. It looks like a fence and a base, and could he be playing some other position? Gail, what did you see?
Well, Tim, I saw Michael Busch taking grounders at third base.
Yeah. That's what we want to hear. Yeah. I mean, and you so Gail's been out at Arizona off and on for what, 3.5 weeks or something like that. And so what else did you see from Michael Busch out there?
Showing some good power. He consecutive pitches for a home run into the parking lot in the backfields of Camelback Ranch.
Awesome. So that's what we want to hear, that because I know that I had talked about for quite a few months about him working out in left field. For the crowd, though, Michael Busch actually played shortstop when he was younger, including some in college. And so third base, why not? I don't know, Gail. Yeah, go ahead.
So I think it's interesting that you said that, because when I saw him at third base, it really made me wonder what they were doing, because if they're looking for a third baseman, why not put Miguel Vargas over there and then leave Busch at second in both of their natural positions? So when I saw him at third, I thought it might be kind of in preparation for playing shortstop, a void they need to fill.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and who knows with the Dodgers, right? They try everyone everywhere. Seems like though Miguel seems really comfortable at second. So with Busch, playing third, Miguel at second, I mean, he looks comfortable there. Who knows about Busch? If he's a really good athlete though. That's what Casey Porter from Dodgers Daily has talked about, that he looks really good over there. And so I know that some other pictures I saw included, to be honest, everyone's favorite, Yeiner Fernandez. So what was Yeiner up to?
Yeah, this has been going on for about a year now, but Yeiner was definitely taking some ground balls at second base, which isn't that unusual. Last spring, he started playing a little bit of second base. And throughout the year at Rancho, he did play some second base in between catching, which made sense since there was another catcher you may have heard of, Diego Cartaya, who was doing a lot of the catching in Rancho.
Yeah. And then they brought Dalton Rushing in.
Right. So the poor guy didn't get much time behind the plate. So, they needed a way to get his bat in the lineup because it's a great bat. So second base made a lot of sense for him.
Yeah, I don't know if you've been following some of those prospect lists, but Yeiner has been getting a lot of play now. He was in the top 20 on the pipeline list. I think it was, I can't remember off the top of my head. Old brain. What else have you seen? Anything else that was of interest to the people out there?
Trying to think. I don't think so. Everything else seemed pretty much on par with what you would expect in the backfields at Camelback.
Yeah. I mean, you and I know this, but if you really want to experience Camelback and the Dodgers, you got to go to the backfields. I mean, there's countless, if you like autographs, it's the place to go. The players, especially the kids, love to do autographs with kids, even some of the adults. And then I saw like Nico Perez, give his fresh set of batting gloves to a kid. So go to the backfields. Okay, so today or tonight, and I'm sure you're watching the Dodgers and Rockies, and then what's on tap for you for the next few days?
Let's see. I think I have a couple more Dodger games, so I'll be out at Camelback a little bit more, as well as visiting some of the other teams here in the Valley.
So not only does Gail work for Dodgers 2080, who else do you work for?
I do a lot of coverage and writing for Prospects 1500, writing and photography. Do a lot of photography for them, as well as a little bit of work for Dodgers Tailgate.
So Gail not only covers the Dodgers, but covers the other teams because of all the teams that all the players that come through Rancho, and that's and in the rest of the California League. You can see Gail at not only at Rancho but other parks within the California League. When do you head back from Arizona?
Next Sunday.
Oh, cool.
So most of the teams will have wrapped by then. I think only a few teams are left playing on Monday here.
Yep, Freeway Series starts this Sunday? This Sunday. Yes.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it is this Sunday.
Okay.
So, well, cool. Well, thanks, Gail. I know this was kind of a quick and dirty chance to get some news that we'll get out there, and appreciate you. And we will talk to you next time on the updates with Baseball Gail. This is Dodgers 2080, the Dodgers 2080 Experience podcast. Signing off. Thanks, everybody.